some quality time with Jane the Virgin's Gina Rodriguez will change his tune.
A lot of my Twitter fans are not happy with me, and I'm like, I didn't break up with him, he broke up with me.
Plus, a tasty throwback chicken stunner.
Whoa, look at that.
Yeah.
And can this dad handle a head-to-toe makeover and Jerry O'Connell?
Yes! Yes! Boom!
That's tomorrow.
Boom! Cetaphil moisturizes without clogging for healthy, hydrated skin every day. But how will that gentle power make you feel? Wonderful.
Why do you doll up with Daisy?
We do a dollop on our omelets because every ingredient is important.
Daisy is different than other sour creams. Only simple ingredients, and it's 100% pure.
You wish your dog could fight off fleas and ticks. But since he can't, you rely on Frontline Plus. Because Frontline Plus unleashes a deadly killing force to kill fleas and ticks, plus flea eggs and larvae, preventing a new infestation. Its protection lasts a full 30 days. No wonder Frontline Plus is the #1 choice of vets for their pets and yours. After all, your dog is a lover, not a fighter. Frontline Plus, the vet's #1 choice.
If you didn't get rain over the weekend for your lawn, I'll let you know when your best chance will be to get rain this week, coming up at noon.
Also accused of killing a local sheriff's deputy, we're live as he heads to court and what his lawyers want thrown out. Today on WPTV News Channel 5 at noon.
I'm a third-generation lawyer in my family. Before my mom passed away, I promised her that I would dedicate my career to helping others. Help me make good on that promise. Call a lawyer you can trust.
Call me, attorney Craig Goldenfarb.
Ladies, looking to update your wardrobe? Clothes Mentor buys and sells current designer fashions. Bring in your current style clothing, shoes, handbags, and accessories and walk out with cash or some of the latest name brand items for your wardrobe.
Now get 50% more. See store for details.
Personal injury attorneys have a bad reputation, but I'm proud that I've dedicated my career to fighting insurance companies that treat people unfairly. If the insurance company is giving you the runaround, call a lawyer you can trust.
Call me, attorney Craig Goldenfarb.
Hey guys, what's for dinner tonight would also be great for brunch with an egg over easy on top. Every month I write all of the 30-minute meals and the burger of the month, and many of the recipes have step-by-step pictures so you can match it up every step of the way. This one my family loves. It's so simple. It's kind of like a baked inside-out tomato cheese sandwich. The cheese goes on the outside instead of in the middle like with a grilled cheese. So in this bowl, I have 2 large eggs. I'm gonna whisk in about a 1/4 cup of whole milk or half and half, whatever you like in your coffee in the morning. I drink it black, but John likes half and half. So I always have a little of that in the fridge. Salt and pepper. Oops, forgot the shoulder for luck. And then you're gonna just pour this over the top of your sandwiches. And it kind of just seeps in and becomes some good glue. Then you're gonna top them with a ton of shredded provolone. I know, they are delicious. And then you just throw this in a nice hot oven until it's deep and golden brown. I've got one working in the bottom oven. Couldn't be easier. And if you ask me, it really couldn't be much prettier. You grab this guy. I'll show you. So pretty. Oh, I forgot my dinner plate. Hey guys, bring me a dinner plate. Thank you. Don't you wish you had them at home? So anyway, I want to show you how pretty these are. You just cut through the cheese. Oh, cut the cheese. Ha! Don't do that. Don't do that. Just separate the sandwiches. Thank you, honey. That was Grant. Grant's very handsome and talented. You just separate these guys. Pop it onto a plate. God, I can't even cut through the sandwich today. All right. Come on. I won. And then I just serve it up with a simple salad It's a nice little arugula salad we have here with a little bit of lemon and olive oil, salt and pepper. Isn't that gorgeous? Sandwich night. Now, one last little bit of business. Since it is President's Day, it's going to be a great day to go home and sit around with the family and play a game or have a tasty sandwich. And I just want to say thank you to Hasbro. This is their beautiful 80th anniversary edition of Monopoly, and they brought one for every single member of our family. So, this game was exhausting for me, but you guys get to go home, pick out jewelry and shoes from Lulu's, blow dry your hair, and you get to play a game with the whole family. So you know what? I think it was worth it. And if you're watching at home, don't worry. A few of these fell off the truck for you guys too. Go to our website for a chance to win. Thank you again to my great friend Lara Spencer. What a good sport. Good Morning America, weekdays at 7 a.m. on ABC. We'll see when we see everybody. Bye-bye.
New at noon, breaking news, a semi rolled over on I-95 and a woman rescued from a culvert.
And have a cool million with which South Florida icon wants to put a sold sign on his home. We're back in just 30 seconds with local coverage you can count on.
I grew up in South Florida. It's my home. There are many good, hardworking people here trying to make ends meet. When the unexpected hits, an accident, an injury, that's when they really need someone fighting for their rights. Being there for our clients is a huge priority. We return every call, and we're reachable 24/7. When we put the pieces back together for a family, that's an indescribable feeling. It never gets old. I'm Mark Anajar. If you need responsive legal help, call us for a free consultation.
We are starting with breaking news this midday. A woman has been rescued after being trapped in a culvert. This rescue happening just a little while ago in Lake Mary in Palm Beach Gardens. These are exclusive pictures from Chopper 5. Police say the 32-year-old was swimming in the lake. Some people heard her yelling. They called fire rescue, who was able to come out, pull her out, and get her to the hospital.
Oh, look at that Chopper 5 video. How about this? A shocking crime. A St. Lucie County Sheriff's deputy gunned down during a traffic stop back in 2013. Now the man accused of doing it, Aris Teasdale, getting closer to his trial, I should say.
His lawyers are arguing what jurors will be able to hear. News Channel 5's Chris Stewart has been in the courtroom. He joins us live with what lawyers, Chris, are arguing right now.
Well, to this point, it has all been the prosecution trying to show that Aris Teasdale understood his rights when he spoke to investigators right after his arrest. Now, his lawyers have called for those statements to be thrown out. They say that prosecutor Thomas Backdahl, who interviewed Teasdale, didn't identify himself as a prosecutor. The defense may call Backdahl to the stand this afternoon. The prosecution showed video of Teasdale's interview after his arrest in court. They also called the lead detective on the case, who said Teasdale received his rights and agreed to speak without a lawyer.
Did you approach the defendant with the understanding or belief that he wanted to speak with you? Yes, I did. And in fact, did he agree to speak with you? Yes, he did.
The prosecution also called 3 members of law enforcement who arrested Teasdale on 3 separate occasions since 2007. Each time, the prosecutor argued that Teasdale understood what his rights were. Now, another motion the judge is going to look at during this 2-day hearing has to do with members of law enforcement in the courtroom when this trial begins. Will they be allowed to wear their uniforms, and where exactly will they be allowed to sit? This trial is expected to start on September 15th. Live in Fort Pierce, Chris Stewart, WPTV News Channel 5.
Investigators in Green Acres are talking with family and friends, still trying to figure out why a grandmother apparently killed her daughter and grandchildren. Elizabeth Flores and her 2 children, seen here, 7-year-old Xavier and 2-year-old Sophia, were killed inside their Green Acres home. Their bodies were found over the weekend, and police say Flores' mother, Nilda Sheffield, shot and killed them before turning the gun on herself.
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
Beautiful start to the day, sunny start to the day. Line 5 camera looks gorgeous. Blue sky, blue intracoastal water. 90 degrees right now in West Palm Beach. This time of the year, that's pretty average, not so bad. Winds are out of the west at around 10 miles per hour. So we've started off really sunny, but if you look to the north around Orlando and especially up toward the Panhandle, lots of rain, lots of storms, and yes, that is moving towards us. We'll get here for the evening hours. I'm going to time it out for you and let you know what you can expect for tomorrow and the rest of the week in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Lisa. The Florida Forest Service is warning with summer rainstorms comes lightning and higher chances of wildfires. The department says lightning is the single greatest cause of wildfires on the Treasure Coast. In fact, since the beginning of the month, the Forest Service has fought 23 of those fires on the Treasure Coast, lightning sparking 16 of them, burning 376 acres. One of the wildfires they're fighting right now is 10 acres in the Treasure Coast. This is the Smoky Brush Fire in the Hungryland Wildlife Preserve. It's burning in the preserve that straddles Martin and Palm Beach counties. It was about 25 acres earlier. It's the second fire of this size in that area over the past 24 hours. Lightning started the first one. No cause yet on this one.
Floridians along the East Coast being told to call NASA if they find part of a rocket that exploded after liftoff yesterday. If you missed this, take a look. Just minutes after liftoff from the Kennedy Space Center, the unmanned rocket exploded. The aircraft was ascending normally before it suddenly broke apart and pieces of debris seen falling into the ocean. That Falcon 9 rocket was carrying the Dragon spacecraft loaded with supplies for the International Space Station.
North Palm Beach eye doctor has another chance today to get out of jail where he's been staying for more than 2 months. Dr. Solomon Melgen will be in federal court this afternoon. In previous bond hearings, the judge has said he needs to know more about the doctor's property and bank accounts. Melgen is facing 46 counts for health care fraud. He's accused of submitting false claims to Medicare and getting $105 million in fraudulent payments. He first gained national attention last year as Medicare's top biller and was later indicted along with Senator Robert Menendez out of New Jersey. They both had pleaded not guilty. The 3-day search for an Olympic sailor gone missing in Biscayne Bay has been suspended. Trevor Moore was reported missing last Thursday when his boat was found in the marina. The engine was running. His stuff was on board. Moore, who's from Naples, competed for the U.S. sailing team in the 2012 Olympic Games.
The manhunt for 2 escaped killers over in upstate New York, but the investigation just starting. The focus now on the prison where they escaped 23 days ago. With the capture of David Sweat alive, investigators are hoping he will provide critical information on how he and another inmate broke out. Jay Gray has the details this midday.
After 3 long weeks, the manhunt ended in just seconds.
Just bang, bang.
2 shots dropping escaped killer David Sweat, fired by New York State Police Sergeant Jay Cook, who was on patrol alone outside the search area when he saw Sweat along a road just a mile or so from the Canadian border.
At that point, Sweat took off running. Sergeant Cook immediately engaged in a foot pursuit of some duration and repeatedly commanded him to stop, which he did not comply, and prior to entering a wood line near the border, Sergeant Cook used the appropriate means to apprehend him.
He was captured 16 miles from the area where his partner in the escape, Richard Matt, was shot and killed by a Border Patrol agent 2 days earlier. Investigators still aren't sure when or if the men separated, but did identify Sweat's DNA not far from where Matt was killed.
It was picnic-style pepper shakers, and we believe that possibly these 2 males were using pepper to throw the scent off of the dogs who were tracking them.
With the manhunt now over, investigators are waiting for their opportunity to talk with Sweat.
If you will speak to us, how this escape occurred, who was involved, and how many people, if any, more than Joyce Mitchell, were involved directly with the escape.
As the investigation continues here. This afternoon, Gene Palmer, a second prison employee arrested and accused of helping the men escape, will be in court for his arraignment hearing. In Dannemore, New York, Jay Gray, WPTV News Channel 5.
We want to get to some breaking news right now out of Martin County, the Palm City area where Chopper 5 is over a crash. This is a rollover. 2 lanes northbound on I-95 near mile marker 102 are blocked. Johan Hoffen overhead. Johan, show us the scene and also what you've been able to gather so far.
And good afternoon, Holly. Live in Chopper 5 above the I-95 over mile marker 102. Let me show you exactly what it is. It's not a tractor trailer. It's actually a vehicle, a truck pulling a trailer here. Looks like possibly a prefabricated house here. But this is in the northbound lanes of 95 in the Martin County area by Palm City. Not causing any heavy delays. One right lane is blocked. This is where 95 passes Stewart and veers off to the west as it jots off to the west. So you're going to have just a little bit of onlooker delays here, but I'll zoom in here again and you can see it's this red pickup truck here that was pulling a trailer, possibly maybe a trailer, a prefab small house of some sort, maybe a travel trailer there. But you can see it's off to the right-hand side, not causing heavy delays. We do have Martin County Sheriff's officials and fire rescue on scene. So just be aware of it. It's called maybe stop and go, a little tapping on the brakes due to some onlooker delays, but otherwise a pretty good ride so far for your Treasure Coast and Palm Beaches on the Turnpike N95. That's how it looks up here in Chopper 5 of Johan Hoffman. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Johan. The University of Florida says it will have to close its Indian River facility that works at controlling invasive plants and insects because the governor vetoed its funding. The quarantine facility is a highly secure lab where scientists conduct research on biological controls for invasive species. Property owners could be paying more in Vero Beach. TC Palm reporting City Council is considering imposing a new stormwater utility fee. That money would help with upgrades to the area's aging drainage system. The average stormwater utility fee across the state is about $6 a month. For commercial properties, the price is based on how easily a property drains after a storm. If you've been out to the Indian River Lagoon, you've probably noticed signs of recovery, and what's promising, experts are noticing it too. Studies from 2013 show a jump in seagrass growth hampered for several years by algae blooms. Another sign of health, crystal clear water.
More jobs could be headed to the area. According to the South Florida Business Journal, a supply chain could create hundreds of jobs in western Palm Beach County. McLean Company paid close to $11 million for a site off the Beeline Highway for its future facility. It's a Texas-based company and is a $46 billion supply chain focusing on grocery stores, food service businesses, and alcoholic beverages. McLean Company officials could not be reached for official comments. The new North Bridge that's set to replace the Flagler Memorial Bridge is taking form step by step. According to the Palm Beach Daily News, crews have spent the past several weeks building columns and caps for the bridge piers. In August, crews plan to begin placing concrete arch beams atop the columns to support the road. It's estimated sometime in the first quarter of next year, traffic will be shifted from Flagler to the new bridge.
When you buy an American car, do you think, a silly question or maybe not, is it American made?
Okay.
We're going to talk about that coming up. We're going to tell you which model is most likely to be made here in the United States. Also, which one's dropped off that list.
Okay, very interesting. It's also the newest trend on social media, but why are doctors so worried about it?
And the show must go on even when one of the biggest entertainers, falls into a hole. That's what a lot of you are talking about today. We are back in just 60 seconds with more local coverage.
Car accident?
People are talking about Steinger is going green.
After Maritza's accident, they got her $94,000.
Check this out. Steinger is going green got Rod $900,000.
Talk about getting paid. 800-561-1111.
Hey, Ralph, do you go north for the summer?
No way. Molly, I wouldn't miss True Treasures at Crystal Tree's Super Summer Sale.
The savings are really hot.
Holly loves it, too.
True Treasures at North Lake sizzles with new selections of furniture, artwork, and accessories arriving every day from around the world.
Molly, where do you go for vacation?
True Treasures, of course. There's no better value or fun for my budget. I guess I'll never have this place to myself.
You will have fun shopping at True Treasures.
Car accident?
People are talking about Steinger is going green.
When Deborah was injured in a car accident, the other driver refused to admit fault.
So Deborah called Steinger is going green.
They got the truth.
And Deborah got the cash. $1 million. 800-561-1111.
It is the new teen challenge causing serious concerns, the belly button challenge. The premise is if you can reach behind your back and touch your belly button, you're healthy or fit. Doctors are warning, though, that's not the case, and that reaching around your body and touching your belly button has more to do with your arm length and shoulder flexibility. They are worried because this kind of social media pressure, they believe, can lead to eating disorders.
Speaking of food and health, McDonald's making its already large quarter pounder even bigger. The restaurant chain coming out with a bigger quarter pounder patty in hopes of increasing burger sales. That new patty will weigh in at 4 1/4 ounces, before cooking. The current quarter-pounder patty is 4 ounces before cooking. Now, the new burgers are expected to roll out within the next month.
It's right up your alley, isn't it? Yeah. It's getting a little tougher to find a car or truck that's actually made in America. Cars.com is out with its annual American Made Index, which finds only 7 vehicles that qualify this year. Final assembly, here are the requirements, have to take place in the U.S., and 75% of the parts must come from suppliers in either the U.S. or Canada. The Toyota Camry, which is built in Kentucky and Indiana, tops that list, replacing the Ford F-Series, which no longer qualifies.
You know, in the true sense of the show must go on, look what happened to P. Diddy last night at the BET Awards. He fell right into a hole on stage. Here's a slow-mo of that. Wow. Didn't miss a beat, popped right back, continued with the performance.
I'm sure he has a song about falling down and getting up.
Getting up.
Or at least he will after this.
Real life right there.
The show must go on. What do people think about working moms? Coming up, we have the results of a new survey.
Plus, a wine war underway today. We'll take you to where it's taking place and why, and can you drink it when you're done?
All right, so great start to the day. Heat, humidity, but sunshine. But if you look just to our north in Orlando, lots of storms rolling through. Those are going to be here later on. I'll time it out for you in just a few minutes.
It's early morning. You're up because, well, the work never stops.
The weather team is so important to me because I need accurate, reliable information.
WPTV Storm Team 5, only in one neighborhood that matters, yours.
I have to know what and where the weather is happening.
Showcasing the storm from every angle.
I'm watching and waiting on that radar to find out what my afternoon is going to look like.
Storm Team 5, the only morning weather team. Today on 5 on WPTV News Channel 5.
Attention South Florida homeowners. Pending legislation will slash air conditioner utility rebates by up to 60%. So call Lindstrom today and get a new Trane air conditioning system with up to $1,650 in utility and consumer rebates.
Yeah, I love those guys.
If you've been denied VA benefits, visit fortheinjured.com or call 333-3333. Gordon and Donner, for our veterans.
When what's inside is important to your family, choose our family. At All My Sons Moving and Storage, we're family owned and operated with over 4 generations of packing, storing, and moving experience. At All My Sons, you get a guaranteed binded price in writing. So, whether we pack the box or you do, or if you're moving 1 mile, 1 city, or 1 state away, let our family move yours.
Dial ** move to speak with a moving specialist today. All My Sons Moving and Storage.
During the July 4th sale, discover tremendous values on everything you need to sleep. Save 10 to 20% below the sale prices of our competitors and take advantage of interest-free financing until 2017.
Sleep better and save more. Only at City Mattress.
What got me started writing kids' books is I have a kid. For me, right now, the books that I get the most fun out of, the most satisfaction are the kids' books that I write. I love doing it, and I love turning kids on to reading. A lot of the books that I write for kids, in terms of getting them to keep turning the pages and want another book, that's the whole thing. At the end of that book, you want them to say, give me another book.
This message from Children's Services Council of Palm Beach County.
Catch your News Channel 5 updates throughout the day on News Radio WJNO.
Attention homeowners, save up to $1,650 on a new Trane air conditioning system when you call Lindstrom Air Conditioning and Plumbing. Act now. Pending Florida legislation will slash air conditioner utility rebates by up to 60%.
Yeah, I love those guys.
Closed captioning on WPTV is sponsored by Bethesda Health.
12:15, at least a dozen homes have been destroyed and dozens more evacuated as a brush fire moves right across a big town in the state of Washington. State firefighters worked through the night to fight a fast-moving fire in Wenatchee. At least a dozen homes lost. Like we said, the fire started Sunday afternoon in the Sleepy Hollow area. Helicopters brought in, just look at this video here. They tried to drop water on that fire. It's an area under a red flag warning already for gusty winds, low humidity, as well as dry lightning. A family of 4 safe today after a small plane crashed into their home. Transportation safety authorities will be at that home near Boston today to investigate. All 4 members of the family were inside when the plane crashed into it. They were all able to get out before the home engulfed in flames. Took crews hours to put the fire out, but 3 people on board that plane were killed.
It seems Americans are much more accepting of working mothers. Researchers at San Diego State looked at society's attitudes toward women's work and family roles between 1976 and 2013. Here's what it showed. Only 22% of high school seniors in the past 5 years thought a young child would be affected negatively if their mother worked, which is down from 59% in the 1970s. There was also a similar trend among adults. Acceptance of working mothers for that age group doubled. The study also showed fewer millennials believe men should work and women should take care of the family.
What would you do with a bottle of wine? Well, in northern Spain today, they used it to fight. Hordes of people took part in a wine battle royale, soaking each other with wine using any means possible. Look, people got creative with squirt guns, sprayers, boxed wine, everything in sight, all to celebrate the city's patron saint. The wine battle is an annual tradition in Spain.
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
It's been a gorgeous day so far. You're looking at a picture from just a few minutes ago out of Jupiter. Beautiful, beautiful beach day. And if you're trying to get out to the beach this afternoon, I think you can squeeze in a few more hours before the rain gets here. Temperatures, not so bad. It's hot, but this is pretty typical this time of the year. 92 in Belle Glade, 88 in Okeechobee, 90 degrees in West Palm. We'll tack on a couple more degrees, though, before it's all said and done this afternoon. So a few more hours of sunshine if you're trying to hit the beach, and then we've got a stormy late afternoon and evening to look forward to. I know a lot of you still need more rain. Storm motion today will be from northwest to southeast, which means the Treasure Coast will get the rain before Palm Beach County. So check it out. This is what's going on up towards Tampa and Orlando. Lots of showers and thunderstorms moving a little from northwest really to southeast. So if we look just off to the west, there's a few storms headed towards Okeechobee County. If this one does hold together, then we could be looking at a little bit of rainfall to head into Okeechobee first around 2 o'clock. Again, if it holds together, and then we'll look at that main line moving down through the Treasure Coast around 3:30, 4 o'clock. So timing it out here, good for the next couple hours. Here's 3 o'clock, so looking still sunny. But then after that, there's 4:30. See the rain and storms moving through Vero, Fort Pierce, Okeechobee, Indiantown, Belle Glade, while Palm Beach County is going to have to wait a little bit longer. There's 6 o'clock, though, the drive home. Some strong thunderstorms possible all throughout Palm Beach County, especially along the coastline. And that's one of the areas where we really do need that rainfall. And then through about 7, 8 o'clock, we'll continue to see more storms. Waking up tomorrow morning, very similar to this morning. Here's 9:30, tons of sunshine. So the first half of tomorrow, lots of sun, heat, humidity, same old thing. Here's 5:30 though, scattered storms are possible along the coast. So if you didn't get rain this weekend, you've got today to look forward to and tomorrow as well. Heading to the beach, you got a couple more hours, and then lightning will be a threat this afternoon. So keep your eye to the sky to the northwest and watch for lightning. If you see lightning or hear thunder, obviously you got to pack it up and move in. Tropics right now are quiet. We've gone a whole month into hurricane season, so everything's looking a-okay there. So late day storms both today and tomorrow. Again, for today, they'll really start around 3:30, 4 o'clock Treasure Coast, more like 5 or 6 o'clock for Palm Beach County. So take the umbrella. For Tuesday, not as much coverage of storms, but still a good chance for the coastline. Wednesday, pattern change means that the rain will mainly stay inland. And then Thursday and Friday, only a 20% chance for rain. Tons of sunshine, dry weather. 4th of July weekend, pretty typical South Florida, hot, humid with afternoon storms.
July right around the corner, and we have a dish. It's a potluck, I think, that's going to be just fabulous.
Yeah, I'm talking about Howard, Mr. Food's Test Kitchen. He's showing us how today. Take a look.
With the 4th of July right around the corner, we've been getting lots of questions about what side dish to make for the holiday. Well, many of you have asked for a recipe that doesn't take a lot of work, but that has a bunch of flavor. So we thought we should bring back an old classic that's really easy and tasty, whether you serve it inside or out. In a slow cooker, we combine some ground beef, a chopped onion, barbecue sauce, brown sugar, and a bit of water. Now, we had 3 kinds of beans: a can of kidney beans, a can of butter beans, both drained, and a can of pork and beans with the juice and all, along with some crumbled bacon to give it some smokiness. After it slow cooks, it's done. No slow cooker? No problem. You could simply slow cook this in your oven. And if you're grilling out, why not serve these right out of an aluminum pan or a cast iron skillet right off the grill? Either way, this is one of those cook until you're ready for them kind of dishes that everyone loves. I do hope you'll go online and get the recipe for what we call hillbilly baked beans, so you can whip up a down-home favorite just in time for the 4th of July, or really any time. I'm Howard from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we've rediscovered a classic way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Is it 4th of July yet?
Almost.
I think you'll need that recipe in your repertoire.
You don't have to be a hillbilly to make it.
Not at all. Find the recipe on WPTV.com/Mr. Food.
All right, what looks like an amazing sight here, well, there's something really wrong with this video and what's happening in it. We're going to tell you when we come back.
When it's 5 o'clock on News Channel 5, you need to know what's happening right now. Local coverage everywhere.
The only local reporter in Baltimore.
Steve Lingle with weather, safety, and accuracy right when and where you need it.
Off Boynton Beach and Delray.
The only local chopper getting you breaking news first.
Broke into several cars and then fired.
Now that's local coverage you can count on. WPTV News Channel 5.
At Bednar's, freshness sounds like this. And looks like this. I'm Steve Bednar. Visit Bednar's today. Fresh, locally grown produce from our farm to your table.
Hi, I'm Mike Sonsini, one of the owners of Screen Builders. You may have seen news reports about a fraudulent company with a name similar to ours. I'd like to set the record straight. Our company, Screen Builders, has been serving the South Florida community for 28 years. We don't cut corners. So remember, we're the original Screen Builders. We're here to stay and will continue serving you with honesty, integrity, and customer service.
Car accident?
People are talking about Steinger is going green, and here's what they're saying.
Very impressed. An A-plus firm.
I heard that. Very professional. What a fantastic team.
There's more where that came from.
You guys are the best.
A perfect 10.
I would recommend your firm to anyone. I am very happy with the outcome.
That's what I'm talking about.
If you've been injured in a car accident, find out why people are talking about Steinger is going green.
800-561-1111. At H.H. Gregg, the 4th of July sale is hotter than ever. 0 down and 0 interest till January 2018. Up to 35% off appliances.
Gregg's got it.
A Samsung refrigerator, $9.99. A Samsung front-load washer or dryer, $4.99.
Gregg's got it.
Get 0 down and 0 interest till January 2018. Top brands, low prices, fast delivery.
Gregg's got it.
Fresher dentures for the best first impression. Love loud, live loud. Polident. Fresher dentures for those breathless moments. Hug loud, live loud. Polident.
At Bednar's, freshness sounds like this. And looks like this. I'm Steve Bednar. Visit Bednar's today. Fresh, locally grown produce from our farm to your table.
Take a look at this at noon. What happened off the coast of Australia yesterday? Whale watchers grew concerned while tracking a pod of 3 frolicking whales when they saw one distressed adult tangled in a fishing trap, dragging 3 buoys behind it. Wow, authorities cut away the ropes when it became clear the mammal was unable to free itself. One man involved in the rescue effort said the whale probably would have died if it wasn't freed from the trap.
The fact that it was dragging 3 buoys, I mean, it shows you the strength of the whale, but also just how desperate it was.
Yeah, no doubt. There it
is
right there.
To break free. Oh.
What the heck? Yeah, talk about being in the right place at the right time. Helping those creatures out.
Glad that
Makes you
happened.
have
A good ending.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so a good beginning to our day. We had lots of sunshine. It was a great beach day. And if you're trying to go to the beach, you've got a few more hours of sun. But check out what's happening in Tampa and Orlando. Maybe not the best day to be visiting the parks up there. That mess is moving towards us for the late evening, early afternoon. So late day storms, grab the umbrella for this afternoon. And then Tuesday, the same sort of thing goes. Not as much coverage, though. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, most of the rain will stay inland. We're going to end the week dry and sunny.
I'm noticing 4th of July is pretty favorable right now.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty good. We'll have a typical South Florida day with a pop-up storm, lots of sun.
Get the barbecuing in before it rains.
Absolutely.
Or after.
The show goes on no matter what. All right, that does it for us. Thanks everyone for watching.
Yep. Michael and Kelly at 5, Shannon at 4, WPTV app for everything in between. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Hello, Jupiter to Cuesta. I need some help with my air conditioning.
Quick, efficient home repair is reason to celebrate.
We'll have you smiling again. Herbert Dental Group.
Struggling with dentures or delaying losing your teeth because you don't want dentures? The Ferber Dental Group can have you in permanent teeth without the need to wear dentures ever again. We can make this life-changing procedure affordable. So say goodbye to dentures and hello to eating the foods you love again. Call the Ferber Dental Group today, and we'll have you smiling again.
Now open in Boca and Lake Worth.
When I broke my wrist, that seemed like it was the end of anything that I was going to be able to do for the rest of my life. My daughter said, "Mom, this isn't your fault. Don't feel bad for yourself." She says, "But you need an attorney for your protection." She was right. I needed to protect myself, and that's why I called Craig Goldenfarb's office.
If you slip and fall and get hurt, it may not be your fault. You deserve protection. Call a lawyer you can trust. Call me, attorney Craig Goldenfarb.
Unique lost her father in a fiery 22 vehicle crash.
I had the death of my father to worry about, but when it came to, trying to figure everything out and, feeling comfortable with talking about it to someone, Kogan and DeSalvo was always the ones that I felt like I could always call him no matter when. His door's open to me and my family.
If you or a loved one has been seriously injured, call Kogan and DeSalvo now.
At the Indian River Press Journal, we cover local with the largest news gathering operation in Indian River County. Stories affecting your life right now and those shaping your future for tomorrow. The environment, education, crime and politics. Indian River County is growing, and so is the Indian River Press Journal. And TC Palm Social and the Press Journal is your guide to fun in and around Indian River County. Things to do, things to see, things to try. At the Press Journal and tcpalm.com, we cover your backyard every day. Where you live, where you work and play. The Press Journal and TC Palm, online and on time.
It's Capital Carpet Tile's summer sale event. We have such a huge selection of window treatments and every type of flooring all on sale. They're flying out the door.
And don't I know it?
All flooring and window treatment prices are drastically reduced, and you get 1-year interest-free financing. Everything is on sale at super summer prices. Hurry in to Capital Carpet Tile Summer Sale Event. Great service, huge selection, and the best prices.
So why would you buy from anyone else?
Hello, Jupiter to Cuesta. I need some help with my plumbing.
Quick, efficient home repair is reason to celebrate.
Welcome to Let's Ask America. I'm Bill Bellamy. We have 4 amazing people from all across the country on their webcams. Diana went up to $35,000. Let's meet them. From Andover, Kansas, give it up for John. From Old Bridge, New Jersey, go Bridge, go Bridge. Kansas City, Missouri, Kathy. from the Bronx. Give it up for Chris. Welcome, everybody. We have a new show in store for you. We asked America their opinions on a bunch of fun topics. All you guys have to do is guess what they said and win the big money. If you're ready to have some fun, say yeah. Yeah. The first question is worth $100. Here are the two possible answers. Bowl, spoon. And the question is, what do lady bowlers say they'd rather do with their man on a Friday night? Bowl, spoon. Let's welcome John. What's up, Double P? Tell us what's up with you, John.
Me, I'm a 39-year-old single dad. I got my good luck charm right here. Her name is Paris Gold.
Paris!
I'm gonna do anything I can for her in the world, give her everything that I've never had, because that's my number one.
That's what. Here we go. Right now, I need everyone to turn those cards around so we know what you're thinking. All right, spoon, spoon, bowl, bowl. With 71% of the vote, the correct answer is to spoon. All right, the next question is worth $150.